Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Webinar, or what we're calling the Ultimate Biohacker's Guide for you to take control of your own biology. I'm Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles. We are very blessed and honored to be your presenters tonight. And before we get into the details and the information that we just cannot wait to share with you over the next 35 to 40 minutes, let us give a brief introduction of who we are and how we came to be your presenters tonight. As I said, my name is Dr. Dondee Nettles. I was a family wellness chiropractor for many years, and fatherhood changed everything for me. It came when we had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona, which was just a way of saying we were seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week in our town here in Arizona. And at the time, we also had a radio show. I'm a health educator by background and by passion, and had a radio show on 2 a.m. stations every Saturday from noon to 1 here in the Phoenix Valley, and had a really, really good outreach as far as educating patients and people, listeners, etc. But as I said, fatherhood changed everything, because that 80 to 90 hours a week outside my home as a practicing doctor and radio show host kept me away from my family. And it was just something I could no longer continue to go on that way, and was looking for some way to be at home part-time, and it ended up being full-time. After I saw the information that we were going to share with you tonight, I sold my practice a year later, and I've now been for 8.5 years a stay-at-home dad and full-time global entrepreneur. And just by comparison, helping 350 to 500 patients a week in my town was wonderful, but it pales in comparison to the 40,000 people a day we're helping in 15 countries around the world 24/7 with the information that we're going to share with you tonight. So it's also how I met this beautiful lady who is my wife, Marci, and how we are now doing this together.
Yeah. So like he said, we met through this business. Network marketing, I had never done it before. And many of you might feel the same way I did. I had no education on it. I didn't know what the industry was about or what it could do for families, basically. I was always an employee, at least in my actions, in my mindset, and in my heart. I've always been an entrepreneur. But in my 30s, I finally started doing something that was really exciting to me. It was fulfilling. I was able to pay my bills so that I could support my children. I actually became a police officer here in the Phoenix area when I was 30. I loved it. It was a lot of, excitement and service, right? We're giving forward. But what I didn't like about it is when I went through the academy, my kids were only 6 and 9. And so that was really tough. And so I had the same decisions many of you have every single day on when was I going to be the mom or the influencer, and when was I going to go to work to be able to help support them, right? So I worked graveyards for the majority of my career in law enforcement. It was another exciting time, right, to work, but it made it so that I could be home, to be able to send my kids off to school. I slept while they were being taught by someone else. I'd get up to help them with their homework and hopefully help with some of their activities, feed them dinner before I left off to work again. But the fact of the matter is I was never fully present, and I was always exhausted. And so I feel like I missed out on a lot of my kids' growing up time. Something else that I didn't like about it was that, when you have to depend on someone else to tell you what your value is, before you give them time, and then when you give them time, they will then write their names on a paycheck so you can pay your bills. You're never in control. I learned that really hard in August of 2009. So just over 9 years ago, this past month, I was in a car accident on duty where I was in my unmarked detective's car and just going down the road, lights and sirens on an ambulance had me stop, and the lady behind me was distracted. And so she hit me going about 60 miles an hour. I ended up with a brain injury, several herniated discs, and on impact, my career was over. Not only was my career over, but my purpose, or who I thought I was as a person, was instantly stripped from me. My ability to pay my bills. I went through a divorce of a marriage that was already suffering because of financial problems, lost a house, and ended up in a really severe depressive state. And once you tell a doctor that you're depressed or having any anxiety, I ended up with even more prescription medications than I was on before. And some of them had warning labels that said may cause suicidal tendencies. And I had 4 suicide attempts before this information was brought to me by a very dear friend. And when I saw the same stuff that you're going to be seeing tonight, I had hope for the first time that I could get my body and my mind working again, and even greater hope that there truly was a bigger purpose out there for me. If you're feeling any of the things that I felt, I'm telling you, pay close attention, because we have something in our hands that with our vision now, not only did we meet through this business, it attracts like-minded people that have the vision of changing the world one person at a time. We want to create a home for you to where the ordinary person can have an opportunity to lead an extraordinary life. So we're here to share the Ultimate Biohacker's Guide, taking control of your own biology, with you tonight.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about this gig economy. And if you're not familiar with the term, it's simply what they're calling a part-time workforce, because as the coming trends are, the way companies on mass global scale are going to a part-time workforce, they're calling it this gig economy, where there's an opening and there's a closing to the gig. It's an employment contract. And into it, the company that makes TurboTax, Quicken, QuickBooks, and arguably the company that knows more about any other company in the world and how money is made and spent, they have determined in their Intuit 2020 report that 40% of the global workforce in the next 16 to 17 months is going to be part-time. What does that do? It leaves a massive, massive opportunity for people that are formerly full-time employed, now part-time employed. They're looking for opportunity. Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, Amazon, companies that have already capitalized on this technology, because Uber, let's face it, they've changed the way the world gets from point A to point B, and they don't have a single cab, and they've done it with smartphone technology. Airbnb they've changed the way the world sleeps the night, and they're not doing it in hotel rooms. They're doing it with people, entrepreneurs who are renting out a guest room. Facebook has changed the way the world communicates. Literally 2.2 billion people on planet Earth are on Facebook. That's 30% of the human race is affected by this and changed the way they communicate. Amazon has changed the way people shop with e-commerce. You get on this smartphone device, you pick what you want, and if you're a Prime member, it gets shipped to your house within 2 days, free shipping, and they give you a courtesy ring of the doorbell when it's there. That's capitalizing on the gig economy, but it's not just relegated to these four companies. If you've got one of these in your possession, you've got the same power to harness this gig economy. We're going to share that with you tonight with this amazing opportunity that we've got for you.
So when we're talking about technology, it's not just all about, what you can do using your cell phone. Even though this opportunity we have to share with you, we use our cell phones to build a business that's international from our smartphones. But what we want to share with you is that there's other technology out there that people are seeking in huge numbers. And that's how they can take control of their own health using natural products. So what we're going to be focusing on is this new technology called Nutrigenomics. It's the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention or treatment of disease. Those last few words there are really, really important. They're so important. We're getting so much third-party validation in this new technology. I mean, look at the Today Show. They said the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplements. It's your DNA. Or how about Fox News? They said nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless is now an area over which we have at least some control. So let's look at this projected market, okay? The nutrigenomics market is going to be more than $17 billion spent. Seriously, $17 billion. Because people want to take control of their own biology for a better outcome. And this is all from Market Research Future.
Don't like the side effects. So now we're faced with this opportunity to choose, where we didn't have the opportunity before. We can now choose to be hijacked, which is happening for the most part involuntarily. We don't even know what's happening. Or we can choose to be biohackers. So what is hijacking? It's taking over something and using it for a destructive purpose. This is, again, happening involuntarily, 24/7. Most of us don't even know what's happening. Physically, think about it. When you used to have one job, now you've got 2 and 3 jobs. You got to set your alarm more times. You're sleeping less. You're not eating right. You're sleeping in awkward positions. You're in cubicle one time. You're sitting on a bus another time. You're standing on your feet another time with all these different jobs. It's crazy. Emotional. We have more a month when the money's gone, and we still have bills to pay with less money to do it. It causes emotional stress. What about biochemically? Think about it. Go in your pantry or your refrigerator and just look at some of the products you're already putting in your body. If there's ingredients on that you can't pronounce, you're being hijacked and you didn't even know it. How about toxins? Look at the smoke. in the air from the fires. Look at the smog. Look at the pollution. Look in the sky and see the chemtrails going across the sky. We are being toxified constantly. And every time you use one of these, you got some electromotive force spinning around your dome. It's unfortunate. We can't get away from it. But, and the allergies, this is the hijacking situation. People are coming down with allergies when there wasn't even allergies before. Now there's biohacking, a new option. Literally taking control of your own biology at the DNA level and optimizing who you were born to be. Using what Marci said, nutrigenomics. You may be thinking, what? It is a new word, but it is spreading like wildfire. It's literally taking control of your own body with nutrition and natural compounds in this scientific way to change your own biology. Check this video out.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a 1-2 punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Wow. At the forefront of nutrigenomics, being at the forefront of anything that is predictable is the place to be before the mass word gets out. And if you may be thinking, I've never heard of nutrigenomics. I don't know what biohacking is. I beg to differ. If you've ever chosen a protein shake over a chocolate shake, you're a biohacker and you didn't even know it. Or you chose the side salad instead of the supersized fries, you're a biohacker. You're already using nutrigenomics. So let's talk about where money is already being spent. So as you can see on your screen, $500 billion plus globally is already being spent in these categories. Anti-aging, $300 billion is already being spent. And as you could see from the video you just watched, we have an amazing 1-2 punch with our Protandim products here that are addressing that directly. How about skincare? Nobody wants an old aging face. Nobody wants their face to age faster than they do, and if they could slow it down, they do. $121 billion tells me it's already happening around the world, and we've got a great product line in our True Science skincare regimen, our beauty line, that deals directly with what causes skin to age in the first place, the cells themselves. How about pet care? We've got our furry friend down here at our feet while we're doing this webinar.
On the table.
It's a $67 billion industry. There's already money being spent there. We've got an amazing product line called Pet Tandem that is for dogs now and more to come in the future, as we're being told, that deals directly with what causes our furry friends to age. And energy. We have a $50 billion energy line or energy consumption out there already with your Monsters, your Rockstar, your Red Bulls, your rock stars, your 5-hour energies, and all the toxification that comes along with that and the side effects. We've got an amazing smart energy product called Axio that deals directly with brain chemistry that gives you the energy you need anyway. And lastly, weight loss. Our physique weight management system, because it's not about losing weight, it's about keeping it off and being healthy $37 billion industry. We've got an amazing product line to deal directly with that issue. Protandem. This is, and I'm going to go into what we call our Vitality Stack products. Protandem NRF2 Synergizer, it's what got us on the map. It's what ABC Primetime and Dr. Phil and NBC and all those people were talking about. It's what drew the world's eyes to LifeVantage. It is this product, all natural, the ingredients you see there at the bottom, proven to lower oxidative stress or would accelerate cellular aging, reduces it by 40% in 30 days, supports the natural cellular repair and rejuvenation process of your body naturally, and increase the lifespan of mice by 7%. No other product, naturally or synthetic, has ever been able to say it extends life to that degree. And we've got it here. And NSF and BSCG approved. Unbelievable what this has. And that links right into not just my opinion. We've got over 20 peer-reviewed and published studies on PubMed.gov. This is the largest repository of published science in the world. It's where doctors and researchers go to do their research, and their studies there in research journals like the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Medicine, or Circulation, the American Heart Association Journal, or the Journal of Dietary Supplements, or Exercise and Science Reviews. They're all there. You can see them, and they're all available at PubMed.gov. But it's not just that. It's the universities, these prestigious universities where this research was done, in places like The Ohio State University, the National Institute on Aging from the U.S. government, Harvard, and Virginia Commonwealth University, just to name a few. But it doesn't end here. It's not just in the science. It's not just in the universities. It's also in the media. As I told you, ABC Primetime did this investigative report, which got all eyes on us. So what's the NBC did it? There was a cover story in Wall Street Journal. The Today Show, as Marci was talking about. ABC News, as I mentioned. PBS, Dr. Phil did a whole profile on it with Donnie Osmond. And there's the patents, because we said this is a business opportunity. Those are the patents that protect this business from people wanting to take it from us legally, and that's our recourse right there. It's unbelievable. Now, I mentioned the 1-2 punch. This is the 2, and this is the left jab to the right hook. This is our Protandem NRF1 Synergizer, where we're dealing with the cause of energy problems, why most people, you can sleep for 10 hours and wake up tired, or sleep for 6 hours and wake up refreshed. It's not how long you sleep. It's whether or not your body's making its own energy, and where does it come from? The mitochondria. This five ingredient, all natural product deals directly with where your energy comes from, your mitochondria, literally the engine inside your cells. It improves cellular health. It increases cell function, helps it perform at its peak. It boosts mitochondrial production and their ability to network with each other, and it increases the energy inside your cells called ATP. And again, NSF and BSCG approved. Big, big deal. But we talked about this problem, this weight management problem. You want to know how bad it is? 55% of the human race is overweight or obese. That's how big of a problem it is. And it's not about losing weight. It's about gut health. Gut health is where it all comes from. And this probiotic product that we have is time released. It delivers its contents, the billions of cultures, down into the large intestine where it's needed, so you can digest the food that you're eating. Because if you're eating organic fruits and vegetables and you're eating great clean food, but you have horrible digestive process in your bacteria, then you're just creating expensive bowel movements. We want to stop that. And it's Physique IQ, smart probiotics with this coating called Wellmunes that delivers 15 times what the other leading probiotics are doing down to the gut where it belongs. Omega Plus, we're talking about the brain power here. Brain and heart health come from Omega Plus. Omega-3, Omega-7 fatty acids with no fillers. You see there's no vitamin, or there's no Omega-6s here because we don't need them. You get enough of it in the foods that you eat already, including, unfortunately, your fast food has lots of Omega-6s in it. So no Omega-6s, Omega-3s, Omega-7s, and vitamin D. And this is a super, super amazing product. Optimizes energy use because your brain is literally made of fat. We give you pure fat for your brain to reproduce itself with. And the vitamin D, like I said, is amazing. You get it from the sun, but it works here with omegas. And this is boat to bottle purity. I've never seen such a purity system with regard to this, where we know literally with a GPS what boat it came from, what lot it came from, and what kind of fish it came from. That's the kind of technology we have to track this stuff, guys. It is unbelievable. Those 4 products is the Vitality Stack. Yes, it reduces oxidative stress. It boosts mitochondrial function. Helps you have a healthy microbiome. That's your gut tube, the bacterial system where your body digests the great food you're already eating, healthy brain function, and heart health. That right there, guys, is the definition of vitality, and this is our daily core 4, the vitality stack, which you all need to understand. Now let's talk about energy. We talked about brain energy, where it comes from. It doesn't come from the caffeine boost you need when you wake up after 10 hours of sleep and you're still tired. Let's get to the real issue. It's neurotransmitters. That's why it's called smart energy. It's literally brain food. It boosts the energy in your brain by helping your brain communicate to itself better. It enhances neurotransmitter function. It decreases brain fog and restores mental clarity. If you've ever walked into a room and gone, what am I in here for? You know what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about. It deals directly with the cause of brain fog, improper brain chemistry. This deals directly with that. And one thing I love about it, it's clean. It's low calorie. It's low carb. It's vegan. For you vegans out there, it's vegan. It's BSCG approved. And I mentioned that before. Let me just pause a little bit and tell you how significant that is. The Banned Substances Control Group. It's an organization that says these products are good enough for the world's most elite athletes, that they will not jeopardize their multi-million-dollar careers and put anything into their bodies unhealthy. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for you and your family. And it's clean, like I said, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners. It's GMO safe. It is unbelievable, guys. And it's gluten-free, decaf and caffeinated versions available. This right here, this is a game changer, guys. This 4-part system called Physique, and again, pay close attention to how it's spelled. IQ, smart weight management, because it's not about diets. The first 3 letters of the word diet are there for a reason. It's not a long-term strategy. We deal with the cleanse. We cleanse and purify your digestive system. We replenish the bacteria with probiotics. We give you the fat burn to target the visceral fat and the vanity fat and the muffin top and the whatever you want to call it. And then the protein shake. Key component here. Protein shake preserves lean muscle mass while you're losing weight, because the biggest drawback to losing weight with diets, yes, you lose fat, yes, you lose weight, but you also lose lean muscle mass. And when you gain the weight back, you don't gain the muscle mass. It's unhealthy. And I want you to just look at this 4-part system and look at the numbers, guys. Look at the bottom charts there when it's compared to placebo. 254% greater reduction of abdominal fat over placebo. And my personal favorite, bottom right corner, 964% greater release of free fatty acids over placebo. This is huge, game changer. Now, true science, I mentioned earlier, nobody wants a fast aging face, right? Nobody, guys and gals. This is called our True Science Beauty System. It's a skincare regimen. Guys, you can use it too, especially shaving. I use it every single day. Although I didn't shave today, but I use it every time I shave, and I use it every day anyway. But what are we talking about? It cleans the face. It restores the pH. This is so, so important. You'll see there's no oily skin formula. There's no dry skin formula, because it restores pH to your natural pH of your skin. Key important thing here. So it cleans it, restores pH, it moisturizes and deals directly with fine lines and wrinkles at the source, and especially around the eyes. Especially around the eyes. So look at the before and after pictures at the bottom. Unbelievable. And why does it do this? Because it has NRF2 activation at the cellular level on the skin. Proof positive right there in the pictures, and it counterbalances the negative effects of sun-related skin damage. Key crazy stuff here we're talking about. And as I mentioned earlier, Pet Tandem. It's our Pro Tandem NRF2 formulated for dogs. Man's best friend. And the unfortunate equation here is the 7. The 7 times faster aging, and everything else that dogs have 7 times faster than us. That's why it's 7 dog years to 1 human year. It also gives them a shinier coat, keeps them around longer. We already see that in the studies. Increased playfulness, more energy, better joint health, better hearing, eyesight, heart health. This is the be-all, end-all for dogs, and it tastes like bacon. Well, it smells like bacon. I've not tasted it, but our dog down here loves it. Loves it. Shake the bottle, she comes running. This is unbelievable, guys. I'm telling you, it's a game changer in and of itself. So there is our product offering, our biohacking system. Just look at it right there. Be amazed. at how amazing these products are for the full body system. You've got everything that you need there to get your brain, your body, all the vital organs working properly. And we got free shipping. Ask us about it. And we have on-the-go packets there you can see in our Vitality Stack. That right there, guys, is game changing. And you can choose your level of biohacking. So if you're on a fixed budget, you can start with Pro Tandem Nerf 2 and work your way up. Or if you are a biohacker and you're in it to win it, you got all of our products available to you. Just get back to the person who sent you here and find out how to get them in your mailbox.
Awesome. So now that you've learned about our products, let's talk a little bit about the business that we're able to drive those products into more people's bodies, into their hands, into the biohacking starter kit there, right? So where did we start? LifeVantage. Our product, NRF2 Pro Tandem, has actually been sold since 2003. We've been around for a long time, baby. And there's been people taking it since that time. The thing is it was being sold on store shelves. And people didn't understand the technology that we have. Just like many of you right now, have you heard of Nutrigenomics or oxidative stress before? No. So people back then didn't know either. So on store shelves, we only sold about a half of a bottle per month per store. But in 2005 is when that ABC Primetime investigative report that Dondee mentioned aired, and everything changed. That's when people saw what we had and what we said it could do. Slow down the aging process. Are you kidding me? Of course everybody wanted it. Almost $5 million in orders overnight. Many people would say, oh my gosh, that's awesome. But for us back then, we were a really small company. We were only being ran by our board of directors, because we are publicly traded, and a handful of scientists that didn't know about production. And so it was a 9-month back order. So people forgot about it. I do. I like Amazon Prime, 2 days at my doorstep, right? So 9 months, we didn't have product for people. And so they forgot. But the thing is that other people saw that ABC Primetime too, as in scientists and researchers. And they started calling the company, wanting to use our products in their research. And that's where all those studies Dondee mentioned came from. But we figured out that we had to do something different, because we have such significant products. We had to get them into people's hands and into their bodies. And so we knew that we had to change our delivery system. And so that's why in 2009, we switched from retail to direct sales, meaning word of mouth marketing. So you get people just like us and like you possibly to share this information with people, because we know and believe in these products. They start to use them, and because you shared it with them, you get to make a commission. So it's a way for us to make a leveraged income as well. As I mentioned, we are publicly traded. We're on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. Please go check us out. As a matter of fact, we've increased over 380%. Yes, 380% in the past 120 days. So you've got to check us out quickly and figure out what's on fire, because you don't want to miss out on this. We are very blessed to be led by exemplary corporate leadership. We actually figured out that the 22 top people around the world globally working in our corporate offices have over 330 years combined. So this 100+ years is just the top core 4 of our corporate staff. So this is where we're currently open in. So 14 countries. Oh, wait a minute. There's a correction here. We actually just opened Austria for business as well. So now there's 15 countries, 11 different markets that we're open for distributorships. We're also a global customer program provider. So we have 6 other countries. As you can see, that's where Austria started. So these countries are where we start to present the products, and we get customers there, and we see how well they're received. Obviously, Austria loves our products. That's why we're doing business there now. But this is where you can see the growth of the company is going, is into many other countries. Now, being a first-time network marketer, I knew that I had to have a system in place for me to be able to even try to do something new, because I didn't have any education in this type of business. And so I knew I needed to find a company that had resources for me, that had a team that I could plug into, knowing that I'd be in business for myself, but I needed to know I'd never be by myself. And that's what the LifeVantage system offers you. First of all, I'm sure that you've all heard about that laptop lifestyle, being able to do business from anywhere. Well, how about having a smartphone lifestyle? You don't have to have a laptop. As long as you have cellular service or Wi-Fi that you connect to, you can build an international business anywhere that you are. It's amazing. And this fits into your pocket. So carry on luggage. So we also have an amazing LifeVantage app that the company has developed. It's cool because it's ours. It's actually in the process of machine learning. And so the more that we use it, the better it gets. We have a couple more builds to come before we're going to actually have some artificial intelligence integrated into this app as well. It's one of the many things that really kind of lifts us above and away from other companies in this industry. We're a standalone company in this field. And so if you're a LifeVantage distributor and you don't have it yet, the instructions are on the screen. Get it downloaded and start using it today. So we have systematic regional and corporate trainings as well. Actually, a week and a half from today, we've got our LifeVantage Academy. It's the third Saturday of every month that we don't have a corporate event. It's 4 hours being taught and trained by someone that is already into the elite rankings of our company. They know how to build this business, and you can learn from them. And it's only like $6.25 an hour to be able to learn how to build this type of a business. And then our corporate trainings, we have like every 4 months, there is a corporate get-together to where our corporate puts on a phenomenal training where we're taught and trained by people inside of our corporate staff, by our field leadership, as well as they bring in outside leaders and thought provokers to get us up to our top game in building our business. Seriously. Our next one is coming up in October, Global Convention. You don't want to miss it. But again, this is your business and you get to take control on your terms. But along with becoming a distributor with LifeVantage, you actually get a free replicated website where you can share this information with your friends and family. You can show them the product offerings that we have, teach them about our company, and many other amazing bits of information that are provided on this website. Along with that comes an online shopping portal that makes it really easy for checkout for customers. So customers check out, and new business partners enroll. So what you can do is you can actually build a business cart for your new customer to be able to just go in and put their information in and check out in a matter of minutes, making it very simple and kind of a little bit Amazon-like, which is a good thing. So let's talk a little bit about network marketing facts. So this is in billions of dollars. I'm sure that you've ever wondered for yourself or had somebody ask you, do people really make money in a network marketing business? And I will tell you, yes. As a matter of fact, network marketing is one of the first industries that went to $1 trillion over the past couple decades into trillions of dollars being paid out to network marketers. All people that are working from home, most of them on a part-time basis, building side streams of income that are plan Bs or just security systems for them. So just look at the numbers here. In 2011, $158 billion was paid out. In 2017, $189 billion, and it's just going to go up from there. But timing truly is everything. So we need to help you understand about gathering the masses and when you should really think about getting involved in a new business opportunity. So when we talk about gathering the masses, let's look at that red curve first. This is called a bell curve. This is really just all about how quickly or slowly someone might accept new information or new technology. So when we're talking about the iPhone, if you look at down here at the innovators, if you have an iPhone, you know, if you got maybe the iPhone 1 or the iPhone 2, you could consider yourself being an innovator. But if you didn't get it until the 3, closer to a 4 early adopters. How about a 4 or a 5 early majority? And that's 34% of people didn't get an iPhone until an iPhone 4 or 5. Can you believe that? And then the late majority, 34%, which is a huge market piece, right? Didn't get it until the 6, 7, and some of them the 8 even. And then the last part here, that's the people that didn't get an iPhone until the X. Right? Or iPhone 10. They're never going to get one. Or they may never get one, right? They'll just not have a cell phone, or it's a flip phone still, right? So when we're looking at this, early majority and late majority is 68% of the populace of people. And so when they decide to come on board with new technology or a new idea, you want to make sure that you're involved before that, because you want to take advantage of the growth of the company. So let's look now at the business lifespan here. Every business goes through it. It's a matter of when you decide to get involved. So right here, this is our logo. This is LifeVantage. It is early in this opportunity. We're actually pioneers. We're paving the way. But what's really neat is see where we're at. We're still collecting innovators. We're still collecting those very early adopters in this opportunity. And what's going to start happening, though, as people learn about this and they start to jump on board, you want to make sure that you jump in before all of the early majority and the late majority, because that's where this massive upswing, because we're capitalizing on this populace here, right? This is where the upswing of the company is going to happen. This is where 80% of the growth, 80% of all commissions that have ever or will ever be paid out in this company will be paid out to people that get involved early, not the ones that wait and get involved at stabilization or when it's too late, the ones that get involved early. So let's talk about how you can get involved. You can actually fast track it with a pack. Low startup cost, solid earning opportunity, and part-time to start. Most people do this business in the nooks and crannies of their life because you're already busy. So let's talk about the two best business option packs. There's many ways to get involved. If you don't, if either of these two don't fit for you, talk to the person that invited you into this overview today to find out what the other options are. But we present these because they are the business builder packs. They're the ones that are going to set you up for success and give you the necessary training to become a professional in this industry of network marketing. So the first one we're talking about is the Gold Master Pack. The reason why it says Master is because when we talk about the Gold Pack, it's $650 plus tax. Shipping is free for both of these packages. But the reason why it's only $650 is because you have to make a choice in products. You will get over $500 in volume or value or volume for the products here, but actually you're getting a lot more than that because it's 25% savings. But you do have to choose between either the Physique Smart Weight Management System or the True Science Skincare Regimen. So there's two different options when we're talking about the Gold Pack. With this, you do get the app for free, you get the website for free, and many other assets that we'll talk about here in just a second. But you also get one ticket, an all-access ticket to the next corporate event, which is Global Convention, and the tickets right now are valued at $249. Anybody that you enroll at this pack, you actually get a Smart Start bonus of $200. Now, the Platinum Pack. This is the ultimate business package. This is the one that will come with the most duplication. First of all, because you'll have the belief in the products. You get some of all of the products with this business pack. It is $1,250 plus tax, again, free shipping, but you're gonna get well over that in product alone because you're getting the product at a 30% discount. On top of that, you are getting the free app, the free websites. You're also getting 2 tickets to the next corporate event. So that's $500 value for Global Convention. So you can go and take someone that's a prospect, go and take your spouse, go and take a business partner with you, or you can use it for 2 events in a row, okay? Total high value here. You've already got way more back than what you're investing in a new business. Keep that in mind. This is a business investment that you're also going to be getting all of these assets, all that corporate experience that we talked about. How about production of all the products? You guys don't have to go out and make products, okay? Quality control, which ours is the highest in the industry. Shipping, there is no door-to-door delivery here, which is an amazing thing. It gets shipped directly from corporate to your customers or to your business partners. You don't have to make any deliveries. Customer service, how about that website we talked about? The website's amazing, but you can't just make a website once. You got to have IT too, updating it constantly and keeping it amazing looking. Advertising, marketing, how about legal and compliance? We want to make sure that everything is compliant. So this business is around for us for many, actually I was going to say years, but we want to talk about generations, right? Because this is a generational willable business. So you're talking about generations of your family that you're building for. Accounting. I like getting paid, and you can get paid 5 times a month with this opportunity, and all of our events and promotions come along with that one-time startup cost. Of course, we always have to have overhead for a business, right? So depending on how much product you use personally, the company has made a way that you can actually have your preferred customers help you qualify with your overhead. The minimum is $100 to get paid commissions, the maximum $200 to get paid full commissions, guys. That's the smallest amount I've ever heard of for a business opportunity. So you've been thinking about people that could use our products, right? That's your network of consumers. But I'm sure now you're also thinking about people that could use some extra money, could use some security in their life, or maybe even just an opportunity to go on a vacation. Those are your network of distributors. Please write all those people's names down that you've been thinking about, because we're going to show you how you can actually make money on sharing this information with people. As you share the product information and the business information that we've been sharing with you, you get paid weekly. Smart Start bonuses that can range from 30 to 40%. This is for on anybody's first order, whether they're customers or business partners, distributors that join you. You also get paid launch bonuses weekly. This helps you to grow your team. It helps you to go out and support them, because this is going to be an additional check that's going to help you with your business expenses, which, by the way, they're all also tax deductions, because home-based businesses are amazing for tax deductible purposes. So this helps you become profitable right away. And then we have our getting paid monthly options, which I love it because we just take advantage of all of them, right? So there's royalty commissions or leveraged income. We have generational matching bonuses, which means anybody that we directly enroll into this business, we want to make sure that you're more successful than we are, because we get matched 10% of anything that you make every single month from the company to us. Okay, if you're only making 0, that's not much of a bonus for us. So we want to make sure that you're as successful as you want to be, as much effort as you're willing to put out. But it goes further than that. 4 levels below you, anybody you enroll, they enroll, they enroll, and they enroll. We also get matched 5%, so that we have a vested interest in helping them be successful too. That's another thing about our bonus structure that has LifeVantage as a standout. And then our elite pools, this one, it goes even a step further than that. The other one created total teamwork, right? Now this one, the elite pool, creates family within LifeVantage, because this takes away any lines of organization. This makes it so that it doesn't matter who you are. If you hit the top 4 levels of this company's bonus structure, you want to go out and you want to help anybody be successful and grow their business. Okay, elite pools, they take 4% of the global revenue every single month, put it into this global revenue sharing that you see down at the bottom right here, and then the top 4 levels share 1%, the top 3 share 1%, the top 2 share 1%, and the 10s get 1% all to themselves. And then we also have rank bonuses, which My Life Venture program is part of that. Please get back to the person who invited you here for total information about our compensation plan, and to be able to see the video that our corporate staff put out for us that explains everything really well. But how far can you take this? Remember, we're publicly traded, so you can see all of this information online. But this is factual information. This is what's been reported. So look at the paid ranking on the far left side. This is basically wherever you fall in your business, as you grow it, as you share the information, people purchase products from you as customers, or you have business partners that are sharing information and they're selling products as well. That volume adds up. As the volume adds up, you rank advance. And as you rank advance, your paycheck gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, keep in mind, we've only been network marketed since mid-2009, and all these numbers started out at 0. So take a look at the monthly averages here and just find a place where you'd like to be. Whether it's a place you'd like to be within the next year, a place you'd like to be in the next 2 years, or how about in the next 5 to 10 years? Because if you guarantee yourself that you're going to commit to building this business, in 5 to 10 years, you absolutely can reach the top rankings if you're committed to your own success and willing to do the work necessary. So look at Pro 3. That's only $5,000 in group volume going through your business every month. $580 in additional income every single month into your household. Would that help you? Mm-hmm. How about this one, Pro 5? $20,000 in group volume going into your or through your business every single month. Everyone that's involved, customers and distributors that you've introduced this to, and other people have introduced it to. Now, on average, you're making over $2,500 every single month in a leveraged income stream. How about having your house payment paid for, your car payment paid for, and maybe even your car insurance payment paid for every single month with that amount? It's life-changing what you can do with this business. And then the Elite Pro 7 is where that top rankings of the top 4 levels of the rankings comes into play. That Elite bonus pool, the My Life Venture program, and many other bonuses. So wherever you see yourself on here, if you're dedicated to your own personal success, are willing to work as part of a team and be coachable, you absolutely can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. Oh, let's go. Where are we going here? Oh no, it did it again. All right, guys, hold on 1 second here and we'll get it pulled back up for you every once in a while. Fun stuff like this happens. So we appreciate your patience.
Thank you for bearing with us.
All right, so let's go through here really, really fast.
Take
don't need to watch that again, right? Hey guys, we appreciate your patience. And I should have just gone to the end there, but there we are. All right, this is pretty much the last slide. So thanks for bearing with us. So let's think about this, lifeline options. Every single one of us has been taught one way, but there's actually two. So the first way that we've been thought about how our life can go, the traditional 40 to 50 plan, well, if you look at this, the first 20 years on both of these plans are exactly the same. We're born, we grow, we learn, and then we start making some decisions, right? So on the traditional plan, we're going to make the decisions probably to either go to college and become a career person, or we're going to get a job and an employer, right? Or a trade. And then we're going to find someone to work for 40 to 50 hours every single week for 40 to 50 years, hopefully to be able to retire at that time on about 40 to 50% of what we were struggling to live off in the first place, right? And by the way, guys, if you think 65 is still the retirement age, it is not. It's been raised to 73. And so at 73 years of age, hopefully you're going to be able to have who knows how many years to actually live your life, right? So let's think about another lifeline option. Keep in mind, guys, this time is going to pass anyway. It's just a matter of compressing the years that you're going to be working really hard to be able to live the rest of your life the way that you want to. So with LifeVantage, the first 20 years is identical to the traditional 40 to 50 plan. The only difference is that those decisions that you're starting to make is also going to involve deciding to start a network marketing business with LifeVantage. A leveraged income to where you're going to work really hard, even if it took 5 to 10 years. I mean, if you're my age at 47 and I had to work really hard for 10 years to get to where we are now at Pro 9s, and you can go back and look and see what the Pro 9 on average monthly pay is, I'm thinking that it's absolutely worth you working your rear end off and running hard to build your income up to that in the next 10 years. But I got to tell you, you can do it faster if you set your mind to it, because once you've made that decision, you work really, really hard for that 5 to 10 years, earning while you're learning, guys. You do not have to have an education here. This is an even playing field. Doctor, cop, doesn't matter. You can do it, okay? Anybody can do this business. But then you have the option of living life for the rest of your life, with who you want to live it, doing what you want to do, wherever you want to do it, because you realize that you are not going to depend on a single income, and you were willing to make an investment of your time and your effort to create a second source that doesn't just create security, because we're not seeking after security, we're seeking after life. And we want you to be able to live it the best way. And you can actually do it with a company that believes this, that we truly can have a legacy and that we can make a world a better place as we go along. Everywhere we go, we partner with amazing organizations like these that are on this screen. We are currently still working with many of them, specifically families, helping families, building homes in Mexico. After we raise the money, we actually go down and build the homes ourselves. So guys, thank you so much for spending this time with us tonight. Please get back to the person that invited you to see this information. Let them know where you fall on a scale of 1 to 10. If you're an 8 or a 9, let's get you started right now, and we can help you start earning while you're learning the rest of the information. If you're a 5, 6, or 7, please let us know what you need to see or hear to be able to move up in that scale and get started today. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us. We appreciate you. And God bless.
Have a great night. Thanks for joining us.